Okay, guys, week 4, we introduce our new project, which is Project 2 Multi-Pack. I'm going to describe and give details on that actual assignment. I'm also going to say that during week 4, you've got these presentations. You got presentation 1, exploring the multi-pack, and presentation 2, what's your call to action. Those are both very, very important for you to read and understand before beginning work on the multi-pack concept. This week, your exercise soft packaging is also due. And we have discussion nonprofit, design for nonprofit, and then we have our critique for a multi-pack concept and our final soft packaging. So there's a lot to do this week. I want to describe the multi-pack concept so that you guys understand it. To do so, I'm going to jump over to week 4, project 2, multi-concept package begin phase. And I'm just going to read this and I want to describe this. Okay, this week you'll be getting a second project for the course, which is a multi-pack concept. You will be required to choose a social issue or charity to represent for this packaging project. Okay, so in this assignment, you need to represent a social issue or a charity. I'll give examples of that in one moment. The final multi-pack design will have to include the following components. Okay, now for those of you who are wondering about the soft packaging exercise, the soft packaging is going to be part of this, as I'll show you in a second. But the reason we did soft packaging is so that you could incorporate what you've learned in soft packaging in your multi-pack assignment. Okay, so the multi-pack design needs to include the following components: a minimum of 1 container, a minimum of 2 representational physical packaged items, and a call to action. I'm going to describe this right now, guys. Okay. Now remember, we need to represent a social issue or charity. So I'm going to give you 3 examples. All right. The first example I'm going to use is for shelters, animal shelters, and sheltered pets. So the proceeds for this social issue will be donated to animal shelters. How does this work? The first promotional idea will be a pet starter kit. So we have a package and a minimum of 1 container. In that container is a pet starter kit. Okay, this could be sold at pet stores or at actual animal shelters. So when people go to pick up their new adopted animal, they're not stuck empty-handed. They have this pet starter kit for which they can use until they get their actual supplies to start raising their pet. So again, you can purchase this at PetSmart, pet stores, or right at the shelter. But it would be some sort of a container, okay? And then in that container, you would have a dog bowl in another container. You would have food and snacks that might be wrapped up in some sort of a soft packaging presentation. You would have a dog brush that could have a hang tag on it, again, soft packaging presentation. And then you'd have a donation card for proceeds going to animal shelters, all right? So again, you would have a container, a pet starter kit. Inside you would have the bowl, some food and snacks, a brush, an information card on how to start raising your pet, and a donation card, all right? Let me show you a quick example of that. I do happen to have an example of that. So let's go here. Let's go here, here, and here. So we have this Humane Society multi-pack concept. Then here are the thumbnails, 6 different ideas. Okay, here are the roughs. Okay, and here's the actual package mock-ups. The actual package itself would look like this. Here's the package itself. Inside that package, you have this soft packaging that is wrapped around different food and snacks for your pet. You would have the brush with that soft packaging hang tag. Then you would have the how to start raising your new pet. And then you would also have a donation card for the animal shelters. Excuse me. Move on to my next example. Example number 2 is a phone kit. I mean, I got that from this, and this one is used to benefit Alzheimer's. So in the phone kit, you go to Circuit City or you go to Best Buy, and you want to buy a phone case. So you get to the phone case section, and you see that there is a special packaging for Cure Alzheimer's. And in that packaging, you have a box, a container, and inside that container, you would have a phone case, a charging cord, and maybe a USB cord. Okay, those would all be packaged separately within the main container. Then you would have a donation card and an information card on how to help cure Alzheimer's, what Alzheimer's is, an informational card. Okay, additionally, in both these first examples, you could have posters and point of sale promotional graphics to help promote the social issue. Okay, I'm going to give you my third example. My third example is fight obesity. Okay, so you go to the shoe store to buy your shoes, okay, and you see your shoes. Let's say you buy a pair of Nikes. You see your Nikes are available in its regular pack, okay, or for $5 more or $3 more, you can get them in the Fight Obesity pack. The Fight Obesity pack, your regular pack would just be a pair of shoes that come in a shoebox. That's it. Okay, your promotional pack, Fight Obesity, you pay an extra few bucks and to participate in the Fight Obesity campaign. And in the package come your shoes. In the package, it's a different package altogether. Graphics are totally different. It's a Fight Obesity package, graphics. So you would have your shoes, and also in that package you would have, in a separate package, a pedometer, and then you could have a t-shirt, you could have an informational card, and a donation card. And of course, the donation card proceeds would go to the Fight Obesity Foundations. All right? So basically how this would work is you would have your shoe package, you have your Nikes, your new shoes, then inside that box, that main container would be the pedometer, all right, and then that pedometer could be associated with some software or some sort of an app where you can plug your pedometer in and download your information of the number of steps you take each day and work your way towards some sort of promotional goals, like maybe a discount on your next pair of shoes or something like that. Okay, so you see how these all tie together into a charity social issue representational packaging to support that charity or that social issue. Okay, so basically this week you have to, okay, so schedule for this week will be the step one is you're going to choose your subject. Think symbolically and metaphorically about your chosen subject. What items best symbolize the subject and represent those items and tell a visual story that has a graphic impact. Step two is develop your concept, your thumbnails. All right, that's due Saturday the 23rd. That's 6 thumbnails. So in other words, you're going to give 6 ideas for your social program or your social social issues or the charity you plan on representing. So I gave 3 examples: the animal shelter, the cure Alzheimer's, and the fight obesity. So basically all you would do is just give your 6 examples and maybe just sketch out a real quick little sketch of what the main package would look like. And then step 3 in your roughs, that step 2 is due Saturday, by the way. That's a new IRMA schedule. And step 3 roughs are due Tuesday. So the 3 roughs would be us saying, okay, I like your idea on Alzheimer's, I like your idea on fight obesity. And then what you would do is create thumbnails or roughs, and then give us a really good idea of what those roughs might be like moving forward into your packaging. Okay. Again, this is just a sketch stage, guys, not asking for too much more than giving your ideas on paper visually, representing your ideas as sketches and thumbnails. Again, so by Saturday the 23rd, you're going to give your 6 ideas. That's 6 thumbnails of your social issues with an idea of what the packaging might look like. And then your roughs, you're going to narrow that down to your 3 best package concepts and your best social issues. And you're going to give, again, a quick rough sketch on how that would proceed into next week's continuation of this assignment. Okay, hope that makes sense, guys. Again, the first portion of this assignment is all planning and really deciding what your social issue is and how you're going to present your package with the elements inside the package, with the donation cards, the actual interior packaging, soft packaging, and all the packaging associated with your multi-pack, and then whatever promotional materials might happen to go along with that, point of sale posters, store posters, environmental posters, outside posters, inside posters, etc., to be associated with the retail facility that is going to be promoting the actual project. Okay. All right. Any questions, guys? Let me know. Thanks.